The good guy and the bad guy will be the tough Season 33 coaches. Yeah, you heard that right. Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen will be facing off as coaches on The Ultimate Fighter's new season dropping this May. Daniel Cormier, of course, former champion of the UFC. Chael Sonnen, former title challenger in the UFC. Both huge stars inside and outside of the cage. Let's get into it in this video. Obviously, on the UFC 311 broadcast, they announced that the Ultimate Fighter's next season will be headlined and will be coached by Daniel Cormier, Chael Sonnen. Very weird turn of events. Nobody was expecting this. We thought that it would be some random women's fighters like they've done in the past. Conor McGregor obviously was a coach a few seasons ago against Michael Chandler. That fight has yet to come to fruition. But here we go. We've got Chael Sonnen DC here. Premieres on Tuesday, May 27th, 10 p.m. East Coast time. So, Daniel Cormier, Chael Sonnen are the next coaches. The 33rd season of the Ultimate Fighter reality series will feature two of the biggest stars in the history of the sport. Not to mention, it'll be a battle between good guy and bad guy. Retired two-weight champion Daniel Cormier, three-time title challenger Chael Sonnen will serve as opposing coaches later this year. The UFC announced on Saturday. In addition to being two of the most popular fighters of all time, obviously their personalities, their characters are what the fans love. The gimmicks aside, both are fun characters in MMA. So, what does this mean? And I think I saw this by MMA Guru. Good point. Chael Sonnen and Daniel Cormier are the coaches. Not what I expected, not what anyone expected. This came out of nowhere because you know that the UFC was cooking up some Shevchenko, Fiora coaches to really kill off the show for good. We look into the ratings. Even Conor McGregor could not draw in the numbers that previous seasons of The Ultimate Fighter could draw. 294,000 people watched it on ESPN. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of people tuning in. It's Conor McGregor. He's a big popular figure. Michael Chandler's very popular here in America. But that is nothing compared to what the first season of The Ultimate Fighter did in its finale. The legend of the show is well known. This is courtesy of Sherdog. The UFC was still relatively unproven television entity with an uncertain future. The Griffin Bonner fight entered the octagon. When they entered the octagon, word of mouth spread in the midst of a classic fight. Viewership grew to 10 million viewers. Spike TV's decision makers decided to offer the UFC a second season of the Ultimate Fighter reality series and pay for the show this time around. The UFC was on its way at that point. This is when the UFC was a failing brand, when it was a failing product. And Tough brought it back from the brink of death with one single fight, one single series, one single season of television, which carried on for many years. And now, 294,000 viewers? Again, it's nothing to sneeze at, but come on, what are we doing? And a few seasons ago, if not last season, it was Shevchenko, Grasso. Nobody tuned in, nobody cared. I didn't care. Conor McGregor, Chandler, that barely had my interest at all. The fights were average at best. The interest, the appeal, the characters are boring at best. I mean, they're stagnant at best. Daniel Cormier and Chael Sonnen will at least have some fun battles back and forth with each other, if nothing else, and that will keep my interest week to week. I don't even care about the fighters. I don't even care about the contestants. I don't even care about the characters. It's DC and Chael that will keep me and keep others drawn into this. So what do you guys think about this development? The Ultimate Fighter, obviously they're struggling. I don't know why they're keeping the season around, but if they're going to do stuff like this, then I'm all for it. Have these fun competitions matter. Have them matter to the fans. And these are two important figures in MMA that matter to the fans. If you're going to keep doing this, have it be between guys who have real rivalries, who have real arguments, who have real problems with each other, or who have real fun beef between the two, whether it's serious or unserious. Keep it interesting. That's all we ask for, and they have failed to do that in recent seasons. So let me know what you guys think about The Ultimate Fighter. Are you done with it? When was the last season you even watched? Because it's been a long time since I seriously sat down and watched The Ultimate Fighter.